from all corners of the globe. So without further ado, let's kickstart this episode off with Xenobash playing a manly Thresh. At the start, we see the enemy Jarvan coming up the brush as Xeno winds up his hook and reels him in, but his AD carries behind on gear, so they try and disengage. Jarvan EQs knocking them both up, but an excellent double play grants us some distance, and then the shield from the Lantern absorbs just enough to keep him alive as Thresh exhausts Jarvan and turns the heat, getting him extremely low thanks to the tower. Thresh then falls through and grabs the kill on Jarvan, and then doesn't stop there as he gets on Miss Fortune, using Flay to keep her away from the brush. Out of nowhere, he turns with his Q, pulling her away and then opting to go man mode, diving in as Hecarim abandons the kill on Ezreal to help out Miss Fortune, but it's too late as the red buff infused Thresh gets the double. After some cutting back on Hecarim and a shield to absorb some damage, Thresh guarantees his safety with a flash, which also buys time for Ezreal to get a piece of the pie. So which one was the AD carry? Coming in at our number 4 play, we have Nihilwish on Lee Sin with a beastly gank on bottom lane. We see him emerge out of the jungle, catching them out of position as he war jumps behind Miss Fortune, kicking her straight back to Nunu, which allows the free snowball. He then moves into position and lands a Sonic Wave, finishing Miss Fortune before he flies the Kassadin, using his passive for the couple quick auto attacks for the double, and then he immediately flashes just in time, escaping tower range. He knows Mordekaiser must be roaming down, so with some good predictions and a little luck, a final war jump allows him to slip by Mord without taking a single hit. A beautifully executed gank by Jungle Lee Sin on bottom lane allows him to clean up shop, earning him the double kill, but now we're going to switch our focus to a mid laner in our number 3 play with Timmy Nat on Lissandra. We see Nautilus charge straight at her right off the bat, and despite having no ward, she quickly reacts and escapes to the tower, but Nautilus pursues as they both land their Qs, and then he roots her into his ultimate. Kha'Zix flashes in, but she flashes back, ulting herself to not only deny their kill, but to also damage him just enough to pick up the kill with the help of the tower. Playing it safe, she stays back and analyzes the 1v1 before summing up the courage to somehow go back in, ready to outplay. All of a sudden, she lands the Q she needed, followed by EW Ignite into a reactivate on her Glacial Path to dodge his hook, all while holding him in place, which is more than enough to leave this Nautilus seeing stars. Moving right along into our number 2 spot, we switch gears from an amazing solo play into an epic turnaround teamfight with surprise boxers on Morgana. We start right into the action where Jarvan catches Kha'Zix with no leap up, so he EQs in and the fight begins. He lands a great Cataclysm on 3 members of her team as we see Ezreal start to wind up True Shot Barrage, and at this point, things are a disaster. Sona is moving in for a crescendo follow-up stun, and then the damage from Ezreal and TF will obliterate their team, so they quickly react. Zyra and Gangplank both land amazing ults, and to put the cherry on top, Morgana flashes into the center, hitting every single one of them with a devastating Soul Shackles. And just like that, the tables have turned. The CC chain from the Zyra ultimate knockup into the Soul Shackles slow and stun and all, while Gangplank's ultimate beats away at them, completely turns this fight 180 degrees in the favor of blue team, resulting in a 4-for-1. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have 935318X with an amazing clip that really shows off what a Master Draven can do. After his Leona gets hooked in and killed, he's left at 2v1 as he kites back, catching axes while dealing massive damage to Tryndamere, forcing him to retreat. He sits on Blitzcrank for a while before we see more enemy players headed his way, but he boldly chases into the enemy team, grabbing the kill, and then he tries to peace out, but he knows he must fight because he can't escape Ashe. He waits for his Q to come up before turning around on Tryndamere, getting the double as he catches the axe and fights it out with Barrier, making sure to catch every axe so that he packs a bigger punch and can keep his W up. At this point, I ask myself, how? Well, that's how. The chase on Blitz, waiting on his Q to turn on Trynd, and catching axe after axe in absolute mayhem earns his Draven the 1v4 quad and the number 1 spot. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have Brownie on Vi, who ults to go for the kill on Udyr, but it ends up having an epic side effect which secures another kill. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a special thanks to everyone who patiently waited for the RP from their number 1 plays. We've sent all the codes to everyone, so check your email addresses you submitted your clip from to enjoy your ride points. Take care, and I hope to see everyone back here for episode 140 of our League of Legends Top 5 plays.